If by chance you're like me and you use the one-year Bible for your devotions, you'll know we're reading in Kings in the Old Testament portion. And we see God involved in the rising and falling of kings and kingdoms. As some kings pursue Yahweh and God is able to bless their people, and other times the king of the northern kingdom or the southern kingdom abandon God and follow the way of the nations, and God has to replace them, and there's this rising and falling of God in the grand scheme of things. In the New Testament readings, Paul's on his missionary journeys, and there was a portion last week where he's sort of driven out of Thessalonica into Berea. The people in Berea are more righteous and they study the scriptures daily, they're accepted, but then some people from Thessalonica come down, begin to persecute him. Paul flees, goes to Athens, but when he leaves Timothy and Silas back in Berea. But once he's settled in Athens, he calls them down, and we see God leading individual people. And Paul actually makes mention of this interest of God, not just in the grand scheme of all of life and of kingdoms rising and falling, but people. Part of his sermon on his are this. God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out to him and find him. Now here's the part. Though he is not far from any one of us. What a great thing this is, that God is not far from any one of us. It reminded me of the Psalm, which is a favorite of many people, Psalm 139. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go to the heavens, you're there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light becomes night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like day, for darkness is as light to you. We don't escape God's eye. We don't escape God's presence. No matter whether we're pursuing God or running away from God, God is not far from anyone. This is just a great truth. The God who causes kings and kingdoms to rise and fall is the God who is not far from any one of us. In fact, we can't get away from him. So great is his love for us. May you know deeply God's presence and care today.